Sweetheart, why don't you quit this job?
Because I like it here.
Yeah, but you're my lady. My lady doesn't have to work. I'll take care of you. I'll get you anything you want. What can I get you?
Nothing.
I'll get you some coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, Akeem. So did you have a good time at the game?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
I hope Daryl didn't offend you. Sometimes he can be pretty obnoxious.
Well, he cannot help it.
Sit down, take a break for a minute.
Oh, thank you.
You know, you're a very unusual guy. I've never seen anybody take so much pride in mopping a floor.
He who would learn to fly one day must first learn to stand and walk. One cannot fly into flying. That is not mine, that is Nietzsche's.
See, that's what I mean. Most of the guys who work here don't go around quoting Nietzsche.
All right, everybody shut up and do like I say. Get the money out. Stay cool, nobody gets hurt. Take the money out, all of it. Don't stall me, fat boy, let's go. Come on. You're wasting my time now, come on. Come on. Anybody move, I'll blow your fucking head off. What are you looking at, buddy? Come on! Stop stalling! Come on! Don't stall me! All of it! Come on, come on!
Excuse me for a moment. It would be wise for you to put the weapon down.
Who the fuck is this asshole?
Please refrain from using any further obscenities in the presence of these people.
What?
I've warned you. I'll be forced to thrash you.
Fuck you!
Freeze, you diseased rhinoceros pizzle.
Hey, fellas. Gotta tell you, I'm real proud of the job you did in there today. You know, we've been hit by that guy 5 times, but I got a feeling he won't be coming back, thanks to my African connection. Say, leave Sunday night open. I'm having a little get-together at my house.
You see? It is working. He has accepted us as equals.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Prop Club. I'm your host and prop collector, Joe Odo. Today we're talking about this guy, and we are taking a fun dive into one of the most unforgettable fast food uniforms in movie history. The McDowell's costume from Coming to America. Let's talk about where it came from, who designed it, and some great behind-the-scenes facts about the film. Coming to America, released in 1988, is a comedy classic directed by John Landis and starring Eddie Murphy. One of the funniest running jokes in the movie is McDowell's, the fast food restaurant owned by Cleo McDowell, as portrayed by the great John Amos. McDowell's is basically a parody of McDonald's. They don't have the golden arches, they have the golden arcs. They don't serve the Big Mac, they serve the Big Mick. And according to Cleo, McDonald's buns have sesame seeds, but his buns have no seeds. Here's something a lot of fans don't know. The McDowell's uniform, along with all the costumes in the film, was designed by Deborah Newman Landis. She's a legendary costume designer. She created Indiana Jones's outfit. She designed Michael Jackson's red Thriller jacket. And she was nominated for an Academy Award for her work on Coming to America. Let's take a closer look at this costume. The McDowell's uniform is intentionally loud and over the top. A bright red plaid vest. A matching cap. a clip-on bow tie, and the Golden Ox logo stitched right on the chest. What a great piece of movie history. It's the perfect visual joke. A restaurant trying way too hard to look legitimate while obviously copying McDonald's. Here are a few fun facts that make the movie even better. First, Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall played multiple characters. This was one of the first films where Murphy transformed into several different characters using heavy makeup.
We did a test of Eddie as the old Jewish guy, and he was so funny in the test. He just couldn't get over it. It was wonderful to see Eddie astonished by the figure in the mirror, and he got into it big time.
Who was the star in that picture?
He's this young guy named Eddie Murphy, I think it is.
Oh, Christ, I hate him. The kid with the filthy mouth.
Yeah, he's the one.
Oh, he's the voice. He's the voice. He can't act. He has a filthy mouth. And he's ugly.
Rick Baker, who I'd known since I was 21, we did Schlock together, and Rick, I think, had already won his Oscar for American Werewolf. I said, Rick could do it. I bet Rick could do it. I think I better call Rick.
Well, my memory serves me correctly. I was in England finishing my work on Gorillas in the Mist. We'd just come back from Africa and we were filming some stuff in England. And I got a phone call from John, and John said, I've got this movie. It stars Eddie Murphy, a guy from Saturday Night Live, and he's going to play a whole bunch of characters, and you got to do the makeup, and we don't have very much money, which he always says to me.
I'm Eddie Murphy. I am the young black movie star of Paramount Pictures. She's
He's supposed to be a white Jewish guy, you know? What do you mean he doesn't look like Eddie Murphy, you know? Make the other makeups look more like Eddie, you know? So the very last makeup that I did that I was sculpting was the barber character, so I kind of pulled back on him more and because of the studio's demands and made it look a little more like Eddie than some of the other makeups. I'm real proud of the stuff that I did in Coming to America, but especially the old Jewish guy. I mean, I think that's the best makeup in the movie, and it's actually the one I worked the hardest on, I was most concerned about and most frightened about doing. But I still think it holds up as a pretty decent makeup. I mean, this day and age now we use different materials, we use silicones and things to help get a very realistic looking flesh, but I think even with the foam rubber, it worked out pretty well on Eddie, and I'm still really quite happy with that makeup.
Second, the McDowell's restaurant was real. Well, sort of. Production actually converted a Wendy's on Queens Boulevard in Queens into McDowell's. McDonald's even sent investigators to check it out, thinking it was a real knockoff. Once they learned it was for a movie, they backed off. And finally, the costumes were so memorable that Deborah Nadoolman Landis earned an Oscar nomination for them. So that's the story behind the McDowell's costume. A perfect mix of parody, design genius, and 80s comedy magic. Next time you watch Coming to America, keep an eye on those little details. They're part of what makes the movie timeless. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe. Also, don't forget to send me a message at moviepropclub@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.